to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain your week. Got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in a question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to the Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This anxiety ball of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Spotify, and recently Podchaser. Which just realized that we got added to that very recently. So new I can't even say it correctly yet. So I'm very excited for us
Mind
to be...
Eraser, Podchaser.
My Eraser, Podchaser, Stargazer. So we're happy to be on there. And if you're listening to us via Podchaser, welcome. I am, of course, your host, Mike G. And back with me, as always, is the also host, the Grand Inquisitor, Winter Trash Monk, the Thizzard.
What's up, America, world, universe, Milky Way? It's Trash Monk the Third. Trash Monk, Trash Monk,
Yeah.
I'm coming at you on the mic, bang in my veins, bang bang Niner gang, or whatever they say.
Okay.
And yeah, baby, I think I got a new listener for the podcast. Shout out to Adam Russell, and
Adam.
yeah, and maybe you can force your soon-to-be wife to also listen to this as well. We'll see what happens. And
Adam, listen, Adam.
Yeah.
Why aren't you listening? Welcome, man. I hope you're listening. Shout outs to Adam. That's
Touchdown, MOTN. By the way, in the beginning of the podcast, which was like 30 seconds ago,
yeah,
I did a deep song cut, and maybe someone can, or like I did like a weird. It's a typical winter pun life, and if someone can figure out what the song is, I'll give you major kudos. I said, Mind Eraser, Podchaser, and okay, that's all you get.
That's all you get.
Yep.
By the way, I didn't hit anything. That was my inhaler.
Yeah.
I'm asthmatic. Damn it. I can't breathe ever. I can never breathe. Ever.
Those lungs are lazy. That's the problem.
These lungs need to do stuff.
Yeah. Do what Teddy Roosevelt did. Just smoke like a bunch of cigars.
Teddy Roosevelt is low-key one of my favorite presidents. He's such a badass. Teddy Roosevelt used to walk around the streets of New York back in the day and just beat up like no good nicks with like a billy club.
Andrew Jackson did that as well, but he has a checkered past. We'll say. Not really a checkered past. More like he did stuff when he was president. So it's not really his like growing his teenage years was checkered. It's just his career was checkered. Okay, back to you in the studio.
I know, right? I was going to ask a political question, but I'm gonna skip it.
Good.
Watergate. Yeah.
That's Richard Nixon, not Andrew Jackson. But
nah, he had like wine doubloon. Wine.
What? No, Andrew Jackson. I mean, the first thing that we could talk about is that he was in duels over his wife, I believe. I believe that was Andrew Jackson. And then there's also, the whole Trail of Tears, but
we can't talk about that.
Yeah. This isn't the Andrew Jackson cast.
You know what? Michael has a gripe. Michael G. Miguel has
What's the deal with all these trails?
What's the deal? No, I'm going to say it here on the podcast. I'm not a fan of Red Velvet Cake. Not a fan.
Well, you're crazy. You're telling me Costco Red Velvet Cake is not a thing you would
I don't
eat.
care if it's Costco. I don't care if it was made by the cake buttresses of York.
Are you not a communist?
Wow. No, I would love it because the cake's red. But no. I don't know. It's something about the cream cheese and the weird pseudo dyed chocolate. Not a fan, man. Mm-mm.
I used to like it as a kid. I don't know if there's a cake that I would like. Have you ever had like a real thick cake?
Yeah, man. Like a cake that'll sock you out, like a cake that can twerk. You ever had a twerk cake?
Like I've had a cake that was literally a brick, and it was like from an expensive cake place. Not Cake Boss.
Not Cake Boss.
No.
I had a cake that looked like it worked on Magic City Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, could throw it back, you know? It was a chocolate cake. There's a spot in LA called Claim Jumper. I don't know if you...
That's a real place? That's not just a frozen pie?
Nah, man. It's an actual restaurant.
What?
Expensive as hell. They have this stupid, like, 8-layer cake. Mm-hmm. It's like the cake from Matilda. You ever seen the Trunchbull cake? You know, they literally give you a slice of that for like $15, and it's this huge singular brick of cake that literally is just the meal. You can't eat dinner then eat that; you'll just die.
Gina Davis is in the movie, right?
Matilda?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think so. No, I know.
No. It's. I got it mixed up.
It's Danny DeVito.
No, the teacher that adopts her at the end.
No, man, she's a character actor. She's not super famous. Like Miss Penny or Miss Wendy or something like that. I don't know. But
yeah, it's everyone's favorite Imbus Davids.
There you go.
Paul Rubens is in that?
Yeah, he plays the Penguin's dad. Twice. Yeah, the Trunchbull. Dude, who would win out of the Trunchbull and Large Marge from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure? Who win in a fight? I know you're aware of both. You remember Large Marge?
A little bit.
Remember when Pee Wee
I just want to fit in.
I feel you. Same here. Yeah. I think, just to answer the question, I think Large Marge will win because she's a spirit. And it's hard to fight ghosts if you're just a human with fists. Because Large Marge wasn't real. Large Marge is funny because there's a similar scene at the beginning of Twilight Zone, the movie, where Dan Aykroyd is having a conversation with, Ed something. I can't remember the guy. He's another good actor. And they're talking about Twilight Zone. And Dan Aykroyd says, you want to see something scary? And he turns around and turns into a blue jaguar and eats him. Mm-hmm. You remember the one I'm talking about, Winter?
You lost me there.
Twilight Zone the movie, dude. I know you've seen it. We did a whole podcast about top 10 Twilight Zones. Listen to it. It's on MassiveNerdiverseCast.com.
Yeah.
Plug. But have you ever seen Twilight Zone the movie with John Lithgow?
Yeah.
You know the very beginning where the two guys are driving in the car?
You want to see something really scary?
You want to see something really scary? And he goes, he makes a jaguar noise and eats him in the car?
Yeah, it wasn't really that scary, but yeah.
Nah, it was scary when you're like 3, dude. You're 3 years old and you see that blue face, the blue crazy face of Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
You want to just...
The reason why I didn't understand what you're talking about, because I was trying to get some facts about Matilda.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Mara Wilson, the person that played Matilda, is related to Ben Shapiro?
I super didn't.
Yeah.
I can see the resemblance now.
But she has blocked him, according to Shapiro Wilson, has blocked him on social media platforms, stating she stated, growing up is great because you get to choose which relatives you want to spend time with and which ones to cut out of your life without any regret.
Wow. He said something stupid. He said something real stupid at Thanksgiving and she did not appreciate. He was like,
well, I would imagine that she thinks that he has said a lot of stupid things.
He's like, that Jim Crow wasn't all that bad. She's like, what?
She thinks that. Please don't send me your hate mail. Okay, let's. How was your week?
Oh, okay. My week was okay. Mm-hmm. It was full of, as kind of the precursor of this podcast, my non-nerd life has just been insane, but my nerd life has been pretty good. I started watching Sabrina. The Chilling Tales of Sabrina season 3. Mm-hmm. I think I'm halfway through that. I can't tell. This series keeps getting goofier and goofier, man. Like, I'm not sure if you started watching it yet.
No, I don't have the time for that. Unless a girl tells me that she likes the show, then I have the time for that.
You find the time, right? Mm-hmm. I feel it. But no, I put it on and I couldn't get through it. it's just getting, and I'm not going to spoil anything for like the actual kind of through line of this season, but it's just getting goofier. Like I love the first season because it was so kind of not quote unquote grounded, but it just was a little more macabre than what I'm seeing here, and it's not even like the first season had moments that were kind of scary. Like the most mild.
I don't know if it's supposed to be scary though, is it?
I don't think so. The first season kind of felt like it would be scary to kids, right? But not scary. It's the Freddy Krueger syndrome. Scary to kids, but not scary to adults. And this season, it's not even trying to be menacing. It's just goofy, And maybe I need to finish it, but it's just not my cup of tea. So far, it just seems like they know where their strong points are, and they're really trying to push them, rather than tell a succinct story. And it just seems a little goofy. Other than that, I've been just still chugging along in Borderlands 3 until the next gen consoles awaken. And then they take the land that must be taken. So, still playing that. Had some really good paella. You ever had paella, Doug?
Paella? No. When we gonna warm up the paella? We got the paella. Serenity now!
Yeah, I had some really good paella, which is kind of like a dish of meat and fish.
George doesn't need to hear about the bra.
The manzia. Dude.
You have the cups? Then, sorry.
No worries. Can't wait, man.
End scene.
End scene. Yeah. So yeah, that's been my week, man. It's just a big ball of running around, video games, poorly written Netflix shows, and a pocket full of dreams.
Pocket full of sunshine.
I'm walking on sunshine. What's been going on with your week?
Well, I am on the last series of Full Metal Alchemist.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character so far?
There's two. I like Colonel Mustang.
Yeah, Colonel Mustang rules.
Yeah. But it's kind of hard to not like Colonel Mustang.
Yeah,
me.
Man. He's awesome.
He has a very interesting storyline.
Yeah.
I can't remember the character's name.
What do they look like?
It's like the very muscular dude.
Oh yeah. With the blonde...
Heimerdinger?
No, with the blonde mustache, and he flexes all the time.
Yeah.
He says his name like 1,000 times in the series.
I know, man. That's why this is embarrassing.
He's constantly proclaiming himself. He's super
Hammersmith.
No, man. And I put myself on the spot asking the question because I don't remember off the top.
Armstrong.
Of my head. Yeah, Armstrong.
Yeah, I also like his sister.
His sister's cooler than he is, actually.
Yeah.
But
I like him because it's like ridiculous, and then she's just
not any of that. She plays no games, dude.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous, and you can tell she's the real. Okay. The reason why she's a captain.
I made the mistake of going Full Metal Alchemist, a blonde person, and Google Images popped up, and there's a lot of fans out there, folks. A lot of weird fans. Okay,
a lot of weird fans.
Gonna have to delete my history now. So
the question is, would you remove an arm just to get automail?
No. I don't need to remove it. I would just be part of the military, and then once my arm eventually falls off or gets shot off or something, then I'd just get automail.
I love how deep they get into like how automail works. It seems like the most painful thing on the planet.
Yes.
It is like
foolish, bringing your automail into the snow.
Into the snow. It's gonna.
You need carbon fiber.
You need carbon fiber automail. It's like, and Alphonse and Edward's pseudo kind of love interest. She's like, yeah, we need to attach the veins and the nerves and to this dock, and it has to be perfect. Otherwise, your nervous system will just reject it, and your body will just go in shock. So please stay still. This is really hard.
There's a lot of interesting like things that they animated. And I go, is this supposed to be like a children's show? And then I go like, then it's like a shower scene. I'm like, okay.
There's literally a puppy monkey baby in this show.
What?
You got to the puppy monkey baby?
Puppy Monkey Baby.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
I don't think
The father and the daughter with the pet dog.
Oh, that was a Puppy Monkey Baby.
That's a Puppy Monkey Baby.
That was a puppy baby. There's no monkey in it.
No, man.
Hurt. Oh, that made me sad.
I don't think I've been disturbed so badly in an anime.
Can we play?
Play? Hurts.
Is this supposed to be a children's show?
That guy had
We're
to go,
not so
man.
different, Alphonse.
Yeah. That guy had to go, man.
Right?
There's nobody more, hashtag gotta go.
I see you're in pain.
I see you're in pain. And they had to put it out of its misery.
I'm scared.
Blood splatter.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist is great, man. That show does not pull punches, man.
I also like some of the themes. Well, first of all, there's a crazy scene where I'm still under the impression that this is supposed to be a children's show, where there's lust that reveals, and I'm gonna quote one of the soldiers. He's like, "You're always a sucker for big boobs," and then you hear, "Boing."
Yeah,
like,
lust is all over the place. But the problem with lust is that she's bloodthirsty to the point where. Yeah.
Hey.
Relax.
Just like my ex-wife.
I
like that joke. I like that joke mainly because I don't have an ex-wife.
Your future wife is going to listen to all these episodes and be like, "Is this what you think of me?"
No, she's either going to have to be as crazy as me or crazy in others.
In other avenues. Fair enough. Yeah, future wife of the Nerdiverse. We're talking to you from the past to tell you to accept Winter for who he is, a trash monk. The trash princess is coming, dude.
And I mean, we've talked about the name where the origins are. Someone tried to call me a trash monkey, I believe, but they just called me a trash monk, and then it went Trash Monk the Third, and now it is like if I ever became a monk, I would be trash at it.
Did you punch that guy in the throat?
No, it was in Rocket League.
Oh, did you? Yeah, can't punch.
No, but
can't
we beat
punch
him.
Trolls. Hey, as long as you won, yeah.
It was like 6-2.
That's
6-2. Cubs win.
Cubs win. Cubs win. Would you eat the moon if it was made of ribs? Just say yes, so we can move on.
If it was eaten, made out of a cat.
That's what my friends call me. Now we gotta
take a quick break for Budweiser. Cubs win.
Cubs win. We're butchered all that. I don't care.
In the outfield, it looks like it's gonna be a triple.
Just one person.
Have you ever stared at the sun?
I'm gonna watch that later.
Yeah.
Those who don't know, man. Dude. So you went over your week, right? I'm losing it. Yeah. We talked about stuff. We had lives. Mm-hmm. We did it.
Check out in Winter's Music Corner. Check out the Who's recent music that they're releasing, folks. The Who, this new stuff that they're releasing is like going back to the good old days, folks.
Aren't they dead?
2 of them are. But the main guy who's like the creator of all the music, essentially. I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but he's the mastermind for a lot of it. Pete Townsend.
It's Pete Townsend, man. He's legendary.
He's still alive and he's still making music, even though he's going deaf.
That Beethoven tech, dog.
Yeah, but he's still. This is like, there's a great song that there's like a line that I don't care. I know you're gonna hate this song. I don't care. We weren't. Sorry, I forgot the lyrics. Yeah, it's a good song, and it talks really about the music industry. And like there's like a chant that goes in the background. What's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine. And then it switches to what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours.
Yeah, that's some that's a My Hero Academia ish right there. All for one and one for all.
Yeah,
nerds.
And
Love
then
it.
They defied the law of alchemy and
created a dog.
And we need a sorcerer's stone.
We need the alchemist stone.
Yeah,
the philosopher's stone. There you go.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, that was a movie with Nick Cage.
Oh.
And it had like a Tesla
We
that was
gotta
making
find
music.
the Philosopher's Stone.
I need to find the Prime Meridian. I like that movie.
We're gonna steal a Declaration of Philosopher's Stone.
I unironically love that movie. Actually, I love the Sorcerer's Apprentice. That movie's great.
All right, that's your cross to bear. Okay,
let's get to the polls of the day. That's
get to the polls.
But before we get to the polls, I'm hijacking for a second because I want to mention a song and an album that I want the Nerdiverse to be aware of. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen to Sound Bombing Volume 1. It's on YouTube. It has Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Thurston Howard III,
Excuse me, it's not
Skillionaire.
Mos Def. You know better than that.
Yasmin Bey, whatever.
His name is Black Morning Star, I believe. Black Star.
Black Star is the name of their group.
No. Mos Def changed his name.
Winter, are we doing this right now?
Mos Def most definitely changed his name.
Mos Def and Talib Kweli and DJ High Tech to come together to make Black Star. They had a whole album about it.
Okay, so the duo is called Black Star, but I can assure you, Mos Def changed his name.
Fact checking will destroy this podcast. Hold on one second, because this has to happen. This has to happen live on the episode.
I remember like the whole thing.
The last time he changed his name he changed his name to Yasmin Bey.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You could, Winter, sir, help me, sir, my good man.
That's that's probably around the time that I heard it.
Like I was saying, Sound Bombing Volume 1.
I'm just saying, Mos Def is no longer a material present in this reality, okay?
That's fine.
He's now Yasmin Bey. I know it doesn't roll off the tongue like Mos Def, but Mos Def is crazy.
At least he didn't change his name to a symbol.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't. Somebody out there.
I wasn't born back then.
That sounds like boomer talk to me.
Oh, you're talking about that Tom Jones song.
It's not unusual?
No, it's another stupid joke that Winter tried. Tom Jones covered a Prince song. Okay. Let's go.
That's the joke. So yeah, we can do polls now. I'm done with my Sound Bombing Volume 1 tirade.
Let's go to the polls. Yeah, girl. I'm going to vote for you.
I'm going to vote for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better be non-party affiliate, because I'm not registered to any party, baby. I'm just registered to you. Poll of the week.
Poll of the week. Baby. I'm trying to find a dirty political joke. My brain won't have it.
Don't, man.
I tried. Give the
bro.
Man the F. Yeah, we're highbrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Talking about
all my
jokes
are like, you have to be in the mind of Winter to think they're funny for
That's
1
okay.
second. Yeah.
This podcast was founded on jokes I thought were funny, so it doesn't really.
I'm pretty much a walking Frasier episode, folks. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a walking liquid television episode, but that's only for boomers out there. So this week I asked the podcast, the Nerdiverse rather, which of these is your favorite sports-based game? Sports. Because there's always some kid that you knew that had a sports game, even if you weren't into sports games. You played them you at least played something growing up. It's hard to avoid. So the options were Madden NFL series, NBA Jam, the FIFA series, and the MLB The Show series. I want it to be a little diverse.
Where's Blood Bowl?
Unless it's real, it can't be on this poll. NBA Jam is kind of real.
Interesting that there's no hockey games, but
Well, if hockey was good, then it would have made.
I spitteth at thee.
From hell's heart I stabbeth thee. Yeah, I don't know. Wayne Gretzky hockey would have been a cool added.
Wayne Gretzky street hockey. They're still on ice skates.
They're still on ice skates on concrete. So before we go over the results, Winter, were there any sports games you played as a kid on like Genesis or Super Nintendo or PlayStation?
I remember vaguely having an NFL Blitz game.
And Blitz is awesome.
And I believe I had another NFL game where I just played the Miami Dolphins because I watched Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
You wanted to play as Ray Finkel? Laces out.
That's the only team I know. And my dad's like, no, you want to play the 49ers. I was like, dang. I want to be Dolphin.
That's funny. Your dad was super salty.
Or I could have just made that up, or I didn't. That's up to you. I'm like the Joker. So
speaking of the 49ers, I remember the earliest sports game memories I have is my cousin. I'm not going to say his name, but he did a podcast episode with me many, many moons ago. And we used to have Joe Montana football on the Sega Genesis. Woo, that was back in the day before even Madden was a big thing. We would play Joe Montana football, and he would pick the 49ers. And I think I would pick either the Cowboys, because my dad's a huge Cowboys fan. And this was before I fell in love with the Broncos. The Denver Broncos. And whenever I would beat my cousin, he would get so upset. He would get so mad. He'd have himself a little hissy fit and turn off the game and storm out. Or take the game with him into the bathroom and just be in there for like 3 hours. It was weird. Weird times. But yeah, you played sports games all through life, right? Like NBA Street.
I forgot to mention that I also played the Buccaneers because I was like, because they're pirates.
Pirates. I still use Lisa Simpson's method of determining game wins based on mascot versus mascot and who would win in a logistical battle. So it's like, if a bear and a 49er actually fought, who would win that battle?
Do you do sports betting?
Win. A little bit. I'm very good at it, actually.
Hey, man, like MOTN bets.
Dude, don't get me started. My bloodline is notorious gamblers. I'm surprised I won those times I did.
Were you born with like a toothpick in your mouth, flipping a dime?
Yeah, man. My bloodline. If we go to Vegas in a car, we're leaving with no pants on a bus, Doug.
So you're terrible at it.
Yeah, we're horrible at it. That's why I don't gamble. I don't do, sports betting. None of that. I don't do slots. I don't play poker. None of that.
Well, you shouldn't be playing poker, blackjack, and I think baccarat. Just because
baccarat. Who am I? Austin Powers
or backgammon? Gamble with backgammon.
I do want to play competitive dominoes, but let's I murder at dominoes. So the results of this poll are FIFA series got 8%, which I'm surprised. FIFA makes so much money.
Nice to see our foreign audience coming in handy.
Yeah, all of our European nerds out there holler at us. MLB The Show got 15%. Madden got 23%, and NBA Jam got 54%.
It's on fire!
Who's your favorite guest on NBA Jam? Do you remember any?
I can't remember.
Dude, it was like
Porky Pig? I don't know.
No, man. It was like Bill Clinton was a big one. I think like Raiden from Mortal Kombat was on there because it was Midway. Yeah. So it was like a lot of Mortal Kombat characters.
I'm gonna dunk this. I can't do it, Bill
Clinton. No one can, winner. So, given our...
I lived the tale to tale.
I lived it. Legend tales it. So we got to go through these news, man. We got to go through the news.
All right, let's get to this news, folks.
So we're going to get through these news in atypical MOTN fashion with some yay or nay. Because we have quite a couple of stories we need to get through and a little time to do it in.
Yeah, so the first one should be quick.
Yeah, the first one should be quick, kind of. So in typical yay or nay fashion, I will say the title of a news article, and Winter has the choice to say yay, we'll talk about it for a moment, or nay, it's self-explanatory, we're going to move on, or he just doesn't want to talk about it. And of course, I get one veto. If I really want to talk about it, he says nay. That's yet to happen yet, but, we'll see how things go. So, and I would be remiss not to mention this on the podcast, and this is the first article because it kind of took over this entire weekend, and still continues to take over things here in LA, where I'm based out of, and that's NBA 2K20 commemorates Kobe Bryant with an in-game tribute. Over this weekend, Kobe Bryant, NBA All-Star, Oscar winner. I didn't realize that this weekend.
He won an Oscar.
Yeah, he made like an animated short and won an Oscar. He like directed, wrote it. Crazy stuff. In a tragic accident in a helicopter crash, Kobe Bryant, his middle-aged daughter, and I would say 7 other passengers tragically passed away in a helicopter crash, and just shocked LA, shocked the world. And I just want to take yay or nay. I'm kind of going into it, but yay or nay, man. You want to talk about this?
I'm just gonna say nay. Just go like, we salute you, Kobe.
Fair enough. This
shout out MOTN. Shout out to the family during this time. Everyone who's been affected by this, and
yep,
yeah.
Not much to say more than that. Hashtag Mamba mentality. Godspeed. Next, China's biggest League of Legends tournament is delayed due to the coronavirus. Yeah or nay?
Yeah, I got nothing for that. I mean,
that's rough.
Yeah.
Like, only reason I mentioned it because I had I was recording with Brian of MOTN Reviews, and we had like a moment where we just was watching coronavirus kind of footage, and like how China is like legit going through it right now. Prayers out to them, and how it's affecting everything, especially, and now you can see it's even affecting the League of Legends. So not to get too deep into it. You said nay, so I'm gonna respect that. Prayers out to China, and hopefully they get it all cleared up. Cases already in California. It's the end of the world as we know it.
It's the end of.
Silent Hill series gets a soft reboot with 2 new games. Yeah or nay?
I'm gonna say we could talk about it a little bit. I don't have that much experience with Silent Hill except for the movies.
Silent Hill.
Oh, and a little bit of the what's the I can't, names are escaping me tonight.
So many names.
It was like the preview that people still play.
PT.
Yeah,
oh,
PT.
Yeah.
The Parent Trap, yeah.
Parent Trap. Oh, podcast names. Yeah, so Konami is kind of starting to dip their toe back into video games because pachinko machines aren't making what they used to. So they've announced that they're going to be rebooting the Silent Hill series, which is just kind of the worst idea ever. Like, what else?
I don't know, man.
Unless if it's new characters, if it's just Silent Hill is an area, so there's no need to reboot it. It's like rebooting Castlevania. Just make more stories about the castle and like new people visiting it. Like make more stories about Silent Hill. Have more. Everyone who visits it has a different response and reaction. So it's like, why tell the same stories all over again? But I don't know. We'll probably see some E3 trailer and it blows everybody away. Or it's like Metal Gear Survive and we all just laugh at it and move on. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake rumored to be developed by EA. Yeah or nay?
I don't know necessarily. Yeah, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't see why they need to make a remake unless they're going to announce a new Knights of the Old Republic game. Because I don't like the idea of them just going, we're not going to make a new Star Wars. I mean, they already did Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like it.
Oh, word. That's interesting because what I'm hearing is that they're actually going to combine Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 and make one cohesive game.
Yeah, I should be clear. Like, I like that I'm going to have the chance to play Knights of the Old Republic again, but I would like it probably combined with like, and we're announcing Knights of the Old Republic 3.
That would be neat. Like,
yeah.
I think kind of how Capcom did with Resident Evil 2, that Resident Evil 2 really opened up a Pandora's box because it was so successful.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, let's just remake a popular game from the toe up, and people will buy it, right? And it's like,
yeah. So I could be confusing remake versus
remaster.
Yeah, remaster. Okay.
And I love explaining this because a remaster is them taking the existing game.
I love explaining
this. Is taking the existing game and just giving it like an HD polish. No new assets, no new models, no new gameplay. Just up-resing it. Whereas a remake, kind of like what they're doing with Final Fantasy VII Remake and what they did with Resident Evil 2 and what they're doing now with Resident Evil 3, is they're taking the concept of the game and completely building it from scratch. New engine, new new effects, new gameplay styles. So I'm kind of curious what EA wants to do and how they're going to modernize the Knights of the Old Republic games, because those are just glorified kind of D&D campaigns in a weird way. The combat wasn't that strong. There was I didn't know this, but the attacks were based on kind of like a dice roll system. You know what I mean? Where it was a RNG where it randomly generate hit points and things like that. So is it going to be more running gun? Is it going to be more like modern?
I would love if they did like a level editor where you can create your own adventure.
Oh, that's hard to do, man. Like the only game I can think of that did it really good recently was Doom 2016, where you can create your own level.
I mean, Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah.
2.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
That's just a lot of like a Mario Maker.
Yes. You know what? I don't want to jinx Baldur's Gate 3 having a level editor. So I don't want any other game to have level editor if it means Baldur's Gate.
Are you going to buy the Stadia because of Baldur's Gate?
No.
I think that's the only thing it's coming out on, dude.
It's not. Don't say that. That's not true.
I think it's a
You are a liar.
I think you're going to have to buy a Stadia, Doug.
No. Don't.
Why do you say such things?
I can find it on Steam,
but no, that game is nowhere near coming out though. We're not seeing that for like a couple of years.
Baldur's Gate 3 on Steam, release date to be announced.
Oh, okay, there you go. You are saved this time. New Mortal Kombat animated movie focuses on Scorpion's origins. Yeah or nay?
Nay. I'm just gonna make jokes. I mean,
that's the whole point, man. Do the yucks. Make fun of it.
I wasn't born a scorpion. So that's all I got.
When I was a kid, we was in the desert, and I got bit and stung.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to get both.
What's your name, stranger?
Scorpion.
Call me Scorpion.
Just call me.
Dig through the ditches and burn through the
witches.
Flames shooting out. 3D graphics.
Yeah. The credits start rolling. You start getting like quick flashes of his face as a skull. Mm-hmm. Nothing's more edgier. Speaking of edge,
we grew up through the 2000s.
Hey guys, we grew up to the 2000s. Mm-hmm. WWE brings Edge back to the active roster.
You think you know me?
You think you know me? I brought this up for you because I know you're a wrestlehead. Do you have
a reluctant wrestlehead? Although I might be going to Extreme Midget Wrestling in February 18th.
No, now, little person.
But the title of it is Extreme Midget Wrestling.
You need to tell them now. When you go there, talk to the administrator and just say, shame on you, sir. No,
I'm probably going to just spend the $40 for the VIP pass and get photos.
Fine.
Anyways. What was I going to say? This is pretty surprising. I believe I heard somewhere that Edge could not come back because he had like a back injury.
Yeah.
But a possibility that
I got better.
Yeah, he got better, or maybe the quality of WWE has gone down.
Well,
to where,
look at like Daniel Bryant, I think crawled back in the ring, and that guy was
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, like I heard Paige is starting to kind of get her feet, even though she's like a concussion risk, you know?
Yeah, well, Paige has other stuff going on.
Well, that's in the past.
Okay.
That's in the past. Sony is developing a Anaconda reboot.
You're just gonna leave that?
Yep, leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah or nay? There's snakes out there this big.
What did you just say to me?
There's snakes out there this big. You ever seen Anaconda, Doug? The majesty of Anaconda?
No.
With Ice Cube and J-Lo
and
John Voight.
I've seen it.
I know everyone has seen Anaconda, Doug.
Yeah.
I have yet to find a human on Earth who hasn't seen Anaconda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I've seen it actually.
And Owen Wilson's in it, and he goes, wow. He goes, wow.
I don't necessarily know why they need the Divergent screenwriter, but then
it's so important. It's all part of the plan.
I'm sure screenwriters can adapt.
That's the whole point. They're going to adapt it to a reboot.
Yes.
And the CG is going to be just as bad. I can promise you that.
We've got to kill the egg Anaconda, but I love him.
And Anaconda's like, oh. Leave him alone.
If we ever controlled Hollywood, it would burn to the ground.
It would burn to the ground in 3 days.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that need to burn, Disney sets up live action remakes for Pinocchio and Bambi. Yeah or nay?
I could see that being interesting to watch, but they need to not make it a like shot for shot remake.
All right, Winter. I saw something interesting on the Nerdiverse Twitter timeline at mnerdiverse, where I want you to pick a horror director to direct Pinocchio and one to direct Bambi.
Oh, well, Pinocchio, I would pick David Lynch not David Cronenberg.
Oh, jeez, have the kid. Can you imagine the donkey scene done by David Cronenberg?
Exactly. And he goes, "What do you want us to do? Make everything wet and slimy."
Wet, slimy, and I want to make smacking noises.
Yes. And then Bambi, I kind of want like
Eli Roth.
Eli Roth. I don't know. I kind of want to see what another and that's why I said David Lynch first. That'd be interesting to see like a psychological horror
of a Bambi going through it.
Yeah,
and Thumper kind of having like an existential breakdown.
Yeah,
sweet.
I kind of like that. But if I needed to pick another horror, I'm sure like maybe Clive Barker would be an interesting Bambi director.
Clive Barker's Bambi.
Yeah. Bambi, queen from hell.
The hunter is just like, there will be much suffering, and then Bambi's mom gets destroyed by chains in the.
What would happen? Yeah, what would happen though if Quentin Tarantino goes, "Okay, for my 10th and last film, I'm going to do Bambi."
You're going to see so many like deer hooves all through the movie. It's going to be nothing but super sharp close-ups of deer and bunny feet and rabbit's feet, dog. Just tight close-ups. And for some reason, the M-bomb's going to be dropped like 7 times.
All right. So we have Mike's dream, but okay,
hey, man. A man could dream. The Obi-Wan series is on hold indefinitely. The series is being retooled. Yeah or nay?
I think since it's new, we're gonna have to talk about it.
I give them something not talkable. Yeah.
I think we can look at the words of Ewan McGregor, and he goes like, "Yeah, it's the scripts were good, but it's not,
not ready. Put it back in the oven. It's not done yet. I think Mandalorian set a high benchmark for what they're looking for, and whoever's in charge looked at the script and said,
right,
tell everybody to go home. It needs to be better.
Yeah, you need to have more
Merchandising. We don't have a Baby Yoda. Every Disney Plus series has to have one Baby Yoda, dog.
Or the bird people from Last Jedi.
Or the bird people from Dark Crystal. Yeah, the Skeks, or what do they call it?
Skeksis.
Skeksis rule, dude.
Drink your essence.
I'll drink your urine. What?
Okay.
What do you think?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What do you think essence is?
I don't know, man.
Think about it for like 30 minutes and come back to me.
Okay. Essence is probably what is referred to in Doctor Strangelove as fluids.
Okay. What's urine?
Urine is not the fluid he's talking about.
How do you know? How do you know this, Winter?
Because I've read into it.
So let's say you take urine and sweat and you mix it together. That's essence, right?
Okay, man.
Like you squeeze a human really hard.
Whatever dream you have right now.
I'm just saying, if you squeeze a human really hard, whatever comes out the bottom of their feet is the essence of that person. It's like an orange.
Yeah,
orange
man, right on.
Essence. Right on. You're like, please move on. Whoopi Goldberg returns as Guinan in Star Trek Picard Season 2. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, it was announced on The View. Next.
Hater. And lastly, Nightmare of the Wolf, the Witcher anime series is coming to Netflix. You think The Witcher was successful for them? A little bit.
I
Since
definitely
they blindly greenlit like the next 5 seasons for that. And now it's getting an anime.
Yeah, it definitely was successful. We'll never know the actual numbers because Netflix doesn't release numbers.
That's how it goes.
I mean, it does release like numbers, but I would trust it as much as I would like the Chinese government giving me numbers.
Wow. I can't talk about urine S's, but you want to badmouth the Chinese government.
Okay, North Korean numbers.
All right, fair enough. We could be mad at them. Makes sense. Yeah, man. The Witcher. I hear it's like their highest rated independent show ever. Like it beat out House of Cards or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Like they're just in love with The Witcher, which is sad because it's like now Henry Cavill has no interest in going back to DC to be Superman. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to be The Witcher for a while. You guys figure out Superman. Which sucks because I love Henry Cavill as Superman.
Be a Superman.
Oh, be a Superman. Yeah, and there's a lot of room to grow with The Witcher, but I just hope they don't drag it into the ground like they always do with everything. Like The Witcher is one of those series that needs like 3-4 seasons tops, dude. Like 3 strong seasons, call it a night. You know, let it go out. Like kind of like Breaking Bad. Have like a condensed series and just let it be that forever, you know? But you know, money's money.
For the love of money.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to a relaxing weekend, maybe, and you know, spending some time playing some COD. I'm almost done with the season pass, and I am ready to go. I'll be very happy when that happens.
I'm looking forward to watching my cousin's favorite team lose in the big sports ball game.
Hey.
So I'm gonna be around a bunch of family. They're gonna cook, and I'm just gonna.
Wait, what's your cousin's team that he likes?
I'll let you guess. You only have 2 options. What do you think? I mentioned a video game.
Are you bad mouthing the Niners, or are you bad?
I mentioned a video game earlier in this episode.
You did say it. He is a Niners fan.
Yeah. So.
Hey.
Quiet you. So we'll see. So I'm really excited. I'm kind of curious because there's no buzz about the trailers or the commercials this year. There's like no buzz about.
There is one about. Did you read the one about planters?
I heard that Mr. Peanut died.
Well, I believe they're pushing back that because of Kobe.
Well, yeah, that's not fun. Nobody wants to hear about that right now.
Yeah,
that sucks. Yeah, it's one of those things. One of my favorite. It's one of those things is the original promotion for Spider-Man, the movie back, the Sam Raimi one, was a helicopter stuck between the 2 towers. That poster came out, of course, right around that tragic moment. So yeah, that whole shtick had to be just removed from the movie and never seen again.
Yeah, although I think it's Family Guy that did like no, actually I don't need to say it. Never mind.
No, see, Family Guy gets you in trouble. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the sports ball. Looking forward to surprises and prayers being answered. I don't have no idea how far I am in Borderlands 3, but hopefully I can finish that. There's no games coming out, so I really have no rush.
Your final quest is deleting the information on this flash drive I found.
Borderlands Traveler, I need your strongest potion.
Will I get XP for it? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yes, sure, whatever.
Get rid of this flash drive.
Delete it. Delete the flash drive. Yeah, man. Do you have any last thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
Yeah, check me out on Trashbunk the Third on all social media. You know, I'm always thinking about adding stuff to the internets. Just finished the first draft of Jamboree, so now I'm going back to my Lazarus stage play about a writer down on his luck, and he comes up with an idea.
I like it. Creativity rules.
Mm-hmm. And I think it still would be a cool idea if we did like a cartoon, like a New Yorker type cartoon.
Hey man, let's make it's nothing to it but to do it. Grow MOTN.
Yep. I have to wait till things die down.
You and me both, brother. This 2020 is playing no games so far.
Yeah.
Speaking of us growing, definitely support. If you want to support us monetarily, you can do so via Patreon at patreon.com/MOTN. Take it, winner.
Toss a coin to your nerds. Masters of Plenty.
Oh, God.
Toss a coin to your masters, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh.
So go ahead and do that. The money you give to us will be liquefied like the T2000 and drained into the Nerdiverse. Take your money essence and pour it all over our podcast, and you'll get a better product because of it. But if you wanted to support us non-monetarily, which is always amazing, you can do so by liking our content, subscribing to our channels, and commenting on our posts. Let us know what you think. Are we funny? Please say we're funny. Are we informal? Yes, we're very informal. Are we informational? No. Just let us know how we're doing. Feedback is important.
Speak for yourself. I wear a suit and tie every time we record.
I might got my suit and tie.
Prove me wrong.
Oh, yeah. Winter is fancy, dog. He be over there wearing in his tails with his boots, dog.
Yeah. Joke's on you. I didn't say pants.
Nice. So you're like from that scene from The Shining with the bear in the room?
No.
No?
Why would you go there? Okay, let's finish
It's
this.
a dude in a tux with no pants on, man. That's Winter.
Okay.
If we want to know what Winter Trash Book III looks like in real life, just watch that scene in The Shining. Who's the bear? We don't know. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, I would like to say thank you and be the first to welcome you to the Nerdiverse. I've, of course, been your host, Mike G.
And I've been your host, Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond.